Good morning and hello, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review for Thursday the 16th of June 2022. We didn't do any actual betting yesterday, but we had a shortlist race which was, where was it, Ripon on the flat, 526. It was this handicap seller. Now we thought that Young Winston and Power of Love were sort of marginally preferable, and in the end Power of Love came 7th at 12 to 1 and Young Winston came 4th at 4 to 1, and the eventual winner was this City Escape, which won at 14 to 1. It's a pretty scrappy seller for analysis. Anyway, we didn't do it, so we dodged that one. So the account stays static at where is it, 50.25 units up. So what we'll do is we'll stop it there and write up today's racing. Right, we're back. We've written up today's racing for Thursday the 16th. Then we're actually at we've gone posh. Royal Ascot on the flat, 5.35. We've got no filter one, which is our structure filter. We've got no ratio filter, but we do have an alternate. It's this Hampton Court Stakes Class 1, 3-year-old, 1 mile, 1 furlong, 212 yards, good to firm, modelled 92. Now, so what is that? That's a 10 furlong, 3-year-old race. So it's a mile and a quarter. It forms part of the pattern. Going forward, you've got the Eclipse Stakes, which is the first championship stakes for multi-aged horses. So this is for 3-year-olds. So they all sort of converge at the Eclipse. And so the 3-year-olds have come from either the classic mile races, so the Guineas type races, or they come from the Derby if they're mile and a half horses, and they're sort of coming down to this mid-range 10 furlong, and that's what this race is all about. It's model 92, and if you want to put it in basic terms, that's basically the same sort of pace, model pace as Kempton on the all-weather at 10 furlongs. So it gives you an idea. Right, what do we know? Let's grab the details. Right, so you've got this this odds-on favourite, Reach for the Moon, which is Frankie Dettori's mount. So it's sort of been pumped down for that reason, partially. And Reach for the Moon, it's entered the Eclipse, but that doesn't mean much necessarily. As a 2-year-old, it was in the Champagne Stakes, and then it was in the Heron Stakes at Sandown, which is 8 furlongs. And generally, we don't really like that horse too much. It's overhyped and beatable. And what are the horses that are going to give it a go? Well, the one that we really like is this number 1, Claymore. And that's available at 7 to 1, 15 to 2. We've got a quarter of a unit on at 15 to 2, 7.5 to 1 on Sportsbook. So that's what we've done. We've taken some early money there. The overround's about 102%. We expect that horse to shorten up really, so that's why we've got in. Now, what do we know about Claymore? Well, Claymore had a run at on 20th of the 10th last year as a 2-year-old, Newmarket 7 furlong soft. And that's quicker, model 97, and then it came out as a 3-year-old into the Craven Stakes, which is the classic feed, Newmarket feed into the 2000 Guineas. It came second to the eventual winner of the 2000 Guineas, and that's a model 96, so it's quicker, and that was good going, and that's indicative of what we're talking about anyway. And then they shipped it out abroad to the French 2000 at Longchamp, 15th of the 5th. And it was drawn 16, which was about widest possible draw, ragged up early and basically faded. So you have to wonder why they even bothered bringing it over if they're going to ride it like that. Anyway, so that's what they did there, and they're now going to go at this Hampton Court Stakes. Now that horse is, if you watch the replays, it's a big strapping, sort of carries its head a little bit high. It's got a little bit to learn still, but it's got pace. It's coming from the mile route, which we like. We'd rather horses coming from the mile route than the mile and a half, 12 furlong route. It's got the pace, and Ascot is suited to that sort of scenario. So that's what we're doing there. Now, what else is there in the race? You've got this number 2 Cresta, which has been fiddling around in sort of minor Derby trials Newmarket Field and Stakes, and the D Stakes at Chester, which and if you look at the Derby itself, that's been pretty negative as a feed this year. So we can get rid of Cresta number 2, and the other one is this this Maxud number 5, which is basically Goodwood listed race. Beat an 85. It's been messing about pretty low. It just doesn't have the petrol for this race. So the only horse that's going to give this odds-on Dettori's horse a shout, Reach for the Moon, is ours, Claymore. So we've not filled our boots on that too much. We've just gone quarter of a unit, but we've got good odds at 15-2. So that's what we're doing. So we're at Royal Ascot. We'll dust off our top hat and tails, and we're at 5.35. And we're on this number 1 Claymore to give the odds-on favourite a good seeing to. So hopefully, so we'll review that tomorrow. And if you subscribe, thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.